Day 2.
And we are live. Welcome back. Game 7 of the Super Series between the Austin Outlaws, New Orleans Curse, and Kansas City Stampede. We got Curse versus Outlaws for first game of the day.
Hooray.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It's hot. Again.
It's a toasty day out here. Not quite as toasty as yesterday, but...
It's not quite as toasty, but we're still on our feet because...
On our feet and in the sun.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Also, I'm holding onto a hot laptop at the same time. Put that down there. Yeah. Pretty nice day. Breeze is nice at least. Better than what it has been. Could be worse. Could be better. Seeing Barbenheimer later today, so really good day lined up.
Love that for you.
I might probably take a nap during Oppenheimer on the back end, though, with how long we're out here in the sun.
Yeah, that's a long day.
It's a long day. It's absolutely a long day. But I wish we could zoom in a little bit more on Josh Mansfield's cleats. He did not bring in a second set for the Oppenheimer Day 2. It's still Barbie pink, unfortunately.
He did confirm they are, in fact, Barbie themed, though. It's not just an accident.
And we are officially underway. Game 7 of this Super Series. Game 1 today.
Yep. Austin went 4-0 yesterday. New Orleans went 0-4, but had a close battle against Austin. As Augie slips that one in, taking an early 10-0 lead.
Little teardrop shot. Didn't call bank. That's a good point. He did not call bank on that. So does that count?
I'd say it's worth 5 instead of 10.
5. I'll pitch that one for the rules committee next year. Swinging around for New Orleans' first possession of the game, moving around towards the backside here. A little collapsing in the middle. Big switch with help behind. And big bucket.
Great finish there from Curse.
And all the dodgeballs are behind New Orleans right now, with New Orleans not only getting a bucket, but control that possession. Great way to rebound off a early little bank.
Yeah, excellent position there for New Orleans for sure.
It is Sunday, keep in mind. We don't know how long that bank will be open. But good thing it's open.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues, so we will not be able to have score and time on the camera, but we will be giving you updates throughout the day. Oh, great block there from Mansfield with the bludger as Curse secures possession, remain in control, and they're going to look to press. They've got nobody back.
And they got to slow it up as they get one dodgeball back there in this tied game, 10-10. Swinging around to the backside there, and a little collision in there, but all good, just a little awkward collision.
Austin looking to hit on the break, slowing things down, looking to get control back.
Can we see the comments? I love talking with people.
Comments are popping up.
Perfect. Love hanging out, getting some great questions yesterday late. Nothing beats good MLQ after dark question.
Really love the audience interaction.
Clearing out point there, get some more time here for Austin.
Yep. New Orleans with a very compressed defense, a lot of room, and a blocked shot there. Austin's able to recover.
Good tip wide on that one. Austin does get control though, swings in and money.
Really sharp set of passes there.
Go up by 10, 20-10 here. New Orleans doing what they did a lot of yesterday, taking it nice and slow, easing it on up.
Not at all. There's a little bit of chaos there and a turnover. And Austin, they've got nobody back. They're going to look to score an easy fast break here. And a clean finish for Austin. That's going to put it 30-10. And a bit of frustration there for 42 is there just was not the communication. It's a turnover there. Austin's going to get possession in New Orleans territory. And just hits the tee. Cannot sneak this one home.
Bank realized Sunday. It is a Sunday. Can't have that open.
Banks aren't open today.
Government hours.
Score remains 30-10.
New Orleans gets control though, kind of holding on to their, running a little bit ahead of their control as they catch up, but now.
A missed beat at the hoops leads to a blocked shot.
And a lost control as well on that possession as Austin goes a little bit on the fast break here, drives on in, hits onto the short hoop to make this a 30-point game. Austin 40, New Orleans 10. Forever cursed.
Forever cursed.
Speaking of cursed, us. No chairs, no tent, no blizzards in my hands. We're cursed as well. We feel it in New Orleans. It's not fun.
We have heard some rumors, some rumblings of some blizzards on the way, but
I'll believe it when I see it. We got told a lot of things. A good interception there. Good interception. And trying to get it back, and here comes the fast break now. No one's back there.
No one back. Austin's got 4. Great pass there. That's going to make it 50-10. New Orleans is able to not retain dodgeball control.
It does look like you've seen some tired legs already today.
It looks like they're still trying to warm up into the game, for sure.
Yeah, into the game, yes. They're all probably way too warm right now with the temperatures today. But
great block there from Axtell as he's going to drive in, dish off Casey Irwin, easy finish.
60-10, Austin in the lead.
All right. Yeah. Miguel high. Hey, check 2-2.
New Orleans kind of slowing it up. Good idea in this smaller roster. Big day yesterday going through it, easing into it.
It looks like New Orleans also has a bit of positional shifts. I know that we saw Alex Bucarelli yesterday. She was playing exclusively beater, and she's now out at chaser for New Orleans. So New Orleans looking to create some chaos down in the Austin hoops. And Daniel Williams got too much room to pressure there. And there's a drive in from New Orleans and just missed.
There's a little to up and right on that one. Good shot there.
Right idea.
Good take. No one was there to hit it. It was a good opportunity.
And we have the star of yesterday, Miguel Esparza, bringing the ball up. He had himself a phenomenal day yesterday.
Not just star on the field, off the field, helping get the stream up and running there as well. Does a little of everything. Great dodge on that one. There.
And Yada missing the first one, able to finish on the second one. We do have a correction from yesterday. We were informed that he is not New York Yada. He's in fact New Jersey Yada.
We're very professional commentators. We really want to make sure you get only facts from us and nothing but the facts. So we apologize for that, but we admit our faults when there are, and we believe that was the only error in our commentary yesterday, and no other errors possible from our commentation. And now New Orleans taking it up down 60, still hitting near the mid point of the game so far.
29.
Oh.
And great block there from Yada.
That was a close one. That almost still tipped in.
And New Orleans retaining possession deep in Austin territory, but they don't have any options.
They need help.
They've got to get somebody back up.
I think they're just going to be content with turning this over.
Oh, and unfortunately just not able to inbound quick enough to turn over there from New Orleans. the pressure was just too much and didn't have an outlet.
New Orleans having some good communication with the bench, trying to get on the same page, get aligned. What you need to see from them. They've been a little spicy early on, just with some lack of communication, but it seems like they're clearing it up, and the vibes are starting to get better from that team.
Yeah.
Real bounce pass.
Bounce pass to a nice finish there. It's going to be 80-10 in favor of Austin. And an interception there from Axel, and he's got an easy lane to drive in, put it home. 90-10 Austin.
We're trying to get the time for you from our side, but the timekeepers just hate us. It's really the short story of this.
Seems to be the story.
It seems to be the case. We can't thankfully read from this far, but they really do hate us. We're trying to signal a lot, but as a great block
there,
New Jersey.
And Axel, he's got in time, he's got space. He's going to finish that one home. As it looks now, also Josh Mansfield subbed in at Chaser for New Orleans.
We're now at 100-10 Austin with the midfield action going on here, but they're able to, New Orleans, get control off of that. As we hit the halfway point with 10 minutes having just passed now, and I'll start a timer because the timekeepers on the other side do in fact hate us. Really something you don't like to see is timekeepers hating us, especially when one's your life.
It's certainly rough. They've got their heads in the game. I know they're doing their best over there, but New Orleans now swinging around, and a great block from Austin.
It seems that's their strategy, but it seems like Austin's really content with having their three back and getting. Apologies about that, everyone. We're having 14 minutes have passed, 120-10, as we get in towards the tail end of this game.
A drive there from New Orleans, dishing it off.
Oh, just can't get a grasp on that one.
Like to see her hold it just a half second longer, draw that beat. But it's a good idea. What New Orleans needs to look to do, get something going.
I think if you're at the point if you're New Orleans, you take your time out here soon. Just honestly, just keep small roster, just rest, recover.
Yeah, take your time, reset. It looks like New Orleans is switching to having 3 at the hoops. Hoping to maybe cut off some of those passing lanes at the hoops.
And we have a stoppage going on. And it looks like we do have a card coming out for a penalty.
There's going to be a dangerous kick on number 13 for Austin. They're going to be down a beater.
Any kick I do is dangerous, honestly. I might miss or hit.
Yep. So Austin's going to look to hold down the fort with just 1 beater back. And New Orleans going to look to push the tempo.
I think you got you right now. Austin's been holding down with the zone, and now you got a little bit of chance to help bust it open with your with this.
And a great interception there.
A little soft of a shot, nothing.
So they look to go, and there's going to be. That's going to be another goal for Austin. It's going to make it 130-10.
It was just a little bit of a soft shot that allowed for that fast break. Nothing bad, but the dodgeballs were on the left side. Shot went right and had a whole alleyway open to run, which is something Austin loves to do. And also, I would love to run into the shade right now.
Yeah. Austin appears to be maintaining control despite having a beater off the pitch. Very impressive work there from Jackson Johnson. But there's a nice finish there from New Orleans. 130-20 now. but they are going to leave the possession not only with control, but the only dodgeball back for New Orleans is at Austin's hoops. So they've got a no dodgeball opportunity here. And a nice little finish there from Austin that's going to make it 140-20.
Mm-hmm.
So as we approach the 16-minute mark in this game.
So New Orleans out pretty wide against this tight zone going in. Drive in, kick out wides more, and keeping it as wide as they can, just a little bit off on the pass. It was good work you like to see, though. They were trying to dissect that with some good drives and cuts and moving everything around.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to get spacing with Austin playing such a compact zone. Austin very disciplined in their defense and just a bad pass there from New Orleans, unfortunately. We now hit the 17-minute mark.
New Orleans having a good discussion on what they wanted for the defense. They were currently, I believe it was trees.
Yeah.
I believe that's a tall reference, something I'm not that experienced in personally.
I think it is a reference to the number of players that they have on the pitch that could be referred to as trees. They are a tall bunch.
Honestly, I'd say most of their team are trees. What's your favorite type of tree? Mine's palm.
Palm tree? That's a great answer. I'm a sucker for a good oak tree.
It's classic.
It's classic.
It's a classic Midwest answer, but like if I see a palm tree, I'm kind of going to be on a beach drinking something nice.
I wish I was on a beach drinking something nice.
I do too, as we are witnessing 150-20 as we hit the 18-minute mark here. New Orleans still trying to dissect, move this ball around and trying to get an opportunity against this tight zone. Swinging up top, just a bit high.
Josh Mansfield from the bench trying to say that Austin tipped it.
It wasn't a strong fighting. He was just curious if it was, and as soon as the ref said no, he was pretty content to leave that alone.
Charlton saying that he hears that Olathe, Kansas is the beach of the Midwest. The beach is actually a sand volleyball bar in Shawnee, Kansas.
Actually, my job is beach.
Your job is beach?
My job is beach. I haven't even seen the movie yet, and I got that reference.
Love that reference. It's awesome. Great ball movement. Looking to get control, and they secure control behind New Orleans hoops.
Oh, almost with the interception there. Defense staying tight coverage, holding it up. Good work there.
And a missed beat there from Austin.
We would love chairs, actually. Thank you. And right as we get back on stream, we finally get an ask for chairs. Look at that. Not the case. Just for the record, it wasn't the KC manager who asked us for chairs. It was, but
I guess I don't need to bring these in.
But this is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful day. Why, thank you, good sir.
Thank you. As Austin Pitt's arriving, the hero of the day now, as we now have received blizzards. Very grateful to our MLQ overlords for these blizzards on, what is it, toasty day here in Olathe, Kansas. Oh, it is very melty.
Wow, blizzard. That's awesome.
We're good.
There's a chair. I got you one.
But yeah, we are now getting ready post intermission to keep going again. As we all get set up here. As we get underway now, past the 20-minute mark. Austin's got a pretty good handle on this game. We are at a 160-220 score going. Score is to 220 of this one, 160-20.
As Austin moving the ball around the hoops. Good finish there for Casey Irwin. Hitting the ball, bringing the score 170-20. Austin now needs 5 to win. Good block there from Austin in the dodgeball game. Now they're pressing. A Hail Mary pass behind the hoops. Nobody home, unfortunately. Austin's ball. They've got none back. Austin's looking to run. A screen there and a strong finish there. Garza, that's going to bring it 180-20.
New Orleans taking their time very slowly. All right, 40 points more for Austin needs on this. You can eat. I'll take this. New Orleans drives in here. Nice little spin move. Tries to dodge one more going around. Not able to convert there, unfortunately, as Austin turns, gets control moving on back. Austin drives in, gets an easy bucket right there, making this 30 points more to go for Austin, 190-220.
I know, but he's not going for it, so you reassign it. Purple bludger. Play jump here. Bailey. Technically, any purple could go. That's purple bludger. Kaiser, that's purple bludger. It doesn't matter. We can find the purple.
Had some confusion going on. Hopefully you could pick up the commentary from the refs so you can hear what was going on between them there.
Looks like there's confusion around whose dodgeball it was. As poke loose there from Austin, they're now looking to press.
New Orleans gets an opportunity here. No dodgeballs if they can convert this and go around here. Dodgeball has arrived though if they can hit the shot, and they cannot.
Great block with the dodgeball.
All right, TJ.
As there's a deep pass there from Monroe to Sparta, and just high.
Just missed, but hit right before.
And Austin's going to be able to recover that ball. Austin needs 3 goals in order to win this game at this point. A catch would also end the game, but it looks like Austin is content with winning this game in the quad ball.
They're going with their strategy from all of game 1, where they're day 1. My apologies. Of just kind of holding out, letting their attack and offense keep scoring as many points as they can.
Yep. And they were not able to put that one through. Just missed from Miguel, as that puts it. Score remains 190-20.
Players. B, 29. Players.
Great action going on there. There's no dodgeballs anywhere in sight. New Orleans can go.
Yeah, all 3 dodgeballs currently there's one at mid-pitch and the other 2 are well behind New Orleans hoops. They're going to look to go. Good dish off there, and unfortunately just missed. Oh, and is it behind?
It is turned over at the back. That's something they need to convert there, unfortunately, but tough break there.
Yeah, just a little sloppy in possession. But great stop from Austin. And
pass was a little close to the hoop, a little bit of slip, but able to recover nicely, dish it off, and get another bucket. 200-20, only 20 more points required by Austin.
Out of my head.
there's a nice pass there behind the hoops by New Orleans. Set back through. 200-30 now.
looks like Austin's trying a little bit to go for this. Little hand fakes going on there, trying to get as the offense goes behind the hoops. Around
No look pass, unfortunately, faked out his own player. She was not quite ready for it, not able to put it through, but then drives through the defense, finishes strong. Next score wins for Austin as it's now 210 to 30.
Ryan's really slowing it down here, and I think you need to do that. Let's conserve as much energy as you can going into the next one.
There's a nice deflection.
Oh,
Almost deflected in.
that was a close one.
Yep.
Fast break opportunity.
Looking to finish the game, and here it is. Drops it home. 220 to 30 is your final score, and that will do it for game one.
With no grab. Well, we got 2 more games to go.
Who's
Kansas City got next?
I
don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out together.
We'll find out together. But unfortunately, we don't have the promo video due to technical difficulties, so we will just put you on mute, and you'll probably watch us eat some blizzards in the meantime as we walk around. So
love it.
We will see you for next game. And we are back for game 2 of this lovely Super Series, day 2.
Game 8 on the weekend. Last game that we're going to see out of New Orleans Curse. They've shown us a lot of good play this weekend. We just haven't been able to see them put it all together, get a win. I'd like to see them finish out strong.
I'd like to see some shade.
Would love to see some shade.
It's hot. I might hide in like a theater for 6.5 hours after this. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, feel free to ask MLQ their thoughts on Barbenheimer. They'll give you the official statement from the league of it. I haven't seen it yet, so I personally can't. And if you think that I have anything but official statements, you're wrong. I only say official things. Not on behalf of the league, though.
Are you more of a Barbie guy or an Oppenheimer guy? Which one are you more excited for?
I'm more excited for this game.
Let's
Just
go.
underway.
As TJ Goalie wins the brooms up race, no dodgeballs back, slides, and unfortunately gets wrapped up by Aaron Stout. And Kansas City is able to get control in their keeper zone.
Good run, man.
We will try to keep it posted on the time. The timer and also the hotspot overheated during this break, so we'll try our best. But we'll see if the timetable likes us a bit more today on this game.
Give them a heads up. Hopefully they're going to be looking for us a little bit more.
I doubt it, though. Anyways, we're swinging it around keeper zone. Kansas City kind of slowly, methodically trying to find a gap that they can take advantage of.
Kansas City looking to take advantage of their control, get an open lane. Aaron doesn't need it. He fires one home.
Not even a beautiful shot, but also great from the head ref, stopping that before it goes flying across the field. Beautiful work by everyone involved on that play.
Really 10 out of 10. So we love to see out of a head ref is keep the game flowing.
Multi-talented individual. New Orleans kind of swinging it around, kind of what we've seen from this entire time. There are the hoops wide open if they want to put in a shot from the top.
Yeah, it looks like that medium hoop. There is nobody covering that. If they can get, and they look to attack exactly that, and unfortunately the pass is off, not able to convert. It's going to be Kansas City ball.
So what I saw at the start there, that they had New Orleans only had one chaser behind the middle hoop, and then one in front of the left, meaning the middle and the right were pretty wide open for a shot from the front side. I think Kansas City's a little concerned when New Orleans switches around to the back, getting attacked from that backside.
That's what we've seen a lot out of New Orleans is their offense is being played from the wings and from the back. Another shot from Aaron Stout. Unfortunately, the bank not open. It is Sunday. And referee discussion, it sounded like there was a beater who potentially may have had a ball swatted out of her hand by a chaser.
Question mark at the end of that one. We'll wait for the official statement from the refs.
And that is going to be the call. Number 2, Robbie Wallace, is going to be called for an illegal swat. So Curse is going to have control, and they're going to be a man up. The score remains 10-0, Kansas City in the lead. And it looks like they're trying to run.
Kansas City gets control of
But they're not by the hoops. Oh, unfortunately not.
Oh.
And a great swat there from Aaron. Great stop there.
Look at New Orleans right now. They're kind of easing in. They're going to sneak on this real easily. And
tries the poke from behind, not able to get it through. Poor communication really there from the Kansas City bench. You've got to let them know that somebody's there.
Absolutely. Wolves are not your friends, especially if you're 3 little piggies.
Fires another shot. And
I don't like that shot. They got too much height. Too much height on New Orleans to get through on that one. They had 2 hands right there. Getting ready for it. Yeah, I understand why, but if you're hitting that, you got to aim high. I want to see you miss high instead.
With that shot, though, if you're aiming low and they're not getting a hand on it, if that post isn't there, that ball is getting behind and they're getting a follow-up shot. So I do like that, but I agree that you've got to go higher on this team. They've got a ton of height.
Yeah, and I think part of it's strategy too. If you're going in saying we're going to start shooting from behind the keeper line and aim for that, you can have one of your chasers stay farther back than normal behind the hoops, right? Like on that, that's over the top and still lands inbounds initially that you can grab that and move.
Yeah, that's just timing by the Kansas City Beaters, knowing when to beat out the chaser behind the hoops, so that there wasn't that option to pick up the second shot.
Well, we are still early on into this 10-0 game. Kansas City up ahead on this one. Moving it around, swinging it.
They're looking to break down this New Orleans defense. They're collapsing.
Oh, great tackle.
Great tackle there.
The blow-up dodgeball control. Good pump fake.
Senna.
Go.
Put him on a poster.
What you see always, Kansas players putting things in places and other players they shouldn't, and maybe getting suspended for it.
Don't think there will be a suspension there.
Yeah,
if there is, I would certainly appeal it.
I don't see any West Coast people here, so they should be in the clear for that. We are 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this game as we are watching Kansas City up to
Great dodge there.
Great, a little close on that, blocking that with the dodgeball, but not releasing it.
A little close. No call there. And Stampede is going to retain possession. It's 20-0. Although Curse does now have dodgeball control. Exchange there, looking to drive off of that. Good wrap from TJ goalie. Brought him down. As there's just, Kansas City's just there to recover, but not in time.
Turnover, didn't let go in time. Again, New Orleans.
Go behind me now!
And commanding the offense there. Letting him know where he wants his players exactly. As Stampede's going to look to press, and the ball goes loose behind the hoops. Turnover. Great stop from Stampede. And they get control of the dodgeballs.
Kansas City's dominantly in control. 20-0 past the 5-minute mark. New Orleans a little hot. Temperature's hot. Everything's kind of not going their way right now. Which is a tough one to end a super series on.
Yeah, it's like they've played a long weekend with a lot of bodies, and honestly, just the fact they came in with 13 in this heat and they're performing the way they have has been very admirable. I'd like to see them go ahead and finish this last game strong.
This is what I like to see. If that's a shot, you just got someone back there recovering, swinging around, and then you can try again. But that height from New Orleans, I don't even know how you're going to get that in without some pump fakes.
I was like, that's looking like it's, you hear a shot pass, that's more of a pass shot where you don't think it's going to be much of a shot, but who knows?
I don't see how you're going to get this in on a pump fake when they have two there. Neither should bite on any pump fake because you won't have to jump from one side to the other.
Yeah, and too high, unfortunately.
See, right on cue, Kansas City coach says he's not looking at that. It's like he's listening to us.
He's not looking for those shots because there's too much height.
There is too much height in this world.
Yeah, Kansas City has done a great job of driving in on the Curse defense. I'd like to see them continue that. They've got the depth. They've got the fresh legs today. I think that they should look to take this game and bring the physicality.
Drives in, kicks it out. Swing it back around here, get option.
And there we go.
A great steal.
They're going to call a turnover here. It looks like he tossed that back after he was beat. Is going to be... Yeah, no dodgeball situation here for Ryan Dickey. He's got beater help.
Got to kick it left here. You got to chase her at midfield, but instead goes around to the backside and then cuts it right there. You don't want to see that. You got to kick that early where you got the side, and then you wrap around back to hopefully get on the side post for a pass back. A little 1-2 action is what you need there instead.
Yeah, it's really got to look to utilize your beater help there.
Not even beater help. You had the chaser standing at midfield ready to go and run, and no one from New Orleans was there. If you cut back there, your options suddenly increase to all 3 hoops rather than trying to take everyone on by yourself.
Absolutely. And drive in from New Orleans behind the hoop. Another shot there.
That was a beautiful shot right there.
Great shot from Mitchell.
Tie this game up 20-20.
Playing on a dislocated finger from yesterday.
What?
That's what the comments are telling me. He dislocated his finger yesterday, and he is draining shots today. As Kansas City's going to look to run 1.5.
1.5 halfway into this game. Drives in a little high.
Little high. And Chris is going to get possession of the dodgeball, or of the quad ball, but they are not going to have possessions of the dodgeballs.
BJ, let's go, man. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, Kurt. Let's go,
Kansas
Kurt.
City's keeping control of these dodgeballs pretty solidly throughout this game. Beautiful shot there from mid-range to take the lead by 10, 30-20 New Orleans.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yep. And after Kansas City got off to a hot start, it's really been New Orleans who's been dictating the pace.
It was a lot like, what was it, game 2 between these two yesterday?
Game 2, yeah, where Kansas City came out. They came out looking strong, and New Orleans fought back. As we hit the midpoint, this is a low-scoring game between these two.
Yeah, that's been all the games between these two this whole weekend. And I think, especially after the first game in this very, very hot, humid day, sun beating down, that's what New Orleans needs to do, is keep it as low as possible. Oh, great dodge.
Great dodge there.
Now.
He's got to find his options there. Unfortunately, not able to save it before it goes out of bounds. That is going to be New Orleans ball.
That's a tough one there. I think you got to be smart. Kansas City's got a lot of youth, but they just dive in nonchalantly and toss it out and cause turnovers when they have the advantage instead, and they got to be more smarter and execute better on those.
Yeah, and I think that's really the difference that you see from the Stampede team and those top teams like Austin, where Austin, every single player, that ball carrier knows where everybody's going to be in the right position. Whereas Kansas City, they were just kind of all moving into spaces without really a purpose on that possession. I like to see them work as a more coordinated team. As another great shot there from New Orleans. It brings it up 40-20.
We're having a little dodgeball action, fighting for control back there. A good beat there by Brian McClanahan, getting one, missing the second, as New Orleans is able to keep control in that scenario.
More to the right. Don't let him down. See somebody in front of him. You gotta do that yet. Stay tight.
Oh, calling this shot. Aaron Stout trying to say bet on they're going to shoot and they're going to miss.
And that was a true statement.
Yeah.
They shot and they missed, but that's what you get when you have these two deep blocking everything. There's nothing much they can do getting those shots, and you got to get a little more action, a little more pump fakes going in the shot. But even that,
Good block. Watch out.
there you go. That's against this defense. You really got to move it and try and find the side hoop, because you know the middle's going to be covered. Unless you shift them back and forth, you're not going to. As Kansas City reduced this to a 10-point game, 30-40.
Yeah, great work there from Stampede, finishing 30-40. New Orleans in the lead.
Scores table still doesn't like us waving at him. Still not acknowledging us. We are 13 minutes into this game as New Orleans still trying to dissect with it. Kansas City in control, drives in.
Missed.
And just tilted.
Little too high.
Honestly, that might go in if the hoop was turned right. It just got nudged a little off during that.
It was high for sure, but I think that's something that could go in.
And New Orleans is going to put a full court press
they're going
on
to look
right
to
now.
press here as
That's
the only dodgeball for Kansas City. Oh, that is a tough hit, and unfortunately, that may be a red card for a helpless receiver. That's
not right, in my opinion. I think he didn't wrap up. He didn't tackle. He bailed on it instead. He saw what was going to happen. He didn't make any attempt. He actually froze and tried to back out of it.
I think it's a really unfortunate situation because, like you said, I don't think that there was any malicious intent behind that, but I don't see any card except for a helpless receiver there. He's jumping up in the air and you get your legs taken out from under you. It's got to be red, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, and it looks like it is only a yellow card.
Remind me, you're a head ref?
I have not head refed in about 4 years.
That makes sense. Yeah, I agree on that. I think if he wraps any which way on that, that's immediately red. But he didn't even make his arms around that. He saw the Kansas City guy who had the position and tried to bail out of it. It was just, it was pure incidental and not anything going for it. And it would have been a really harsh red.
Yeah,
that would have changed the entire game.
It's really tough for sure. This is something that I do agree with, having a yellow card helpless receiver. Everybody looking to go early there. There was no whistle, and
the good news is a good practice shot.
Yeah, he's getting warmed up.
I think it's going to be
and it looks like now he's facing the other way. Looks like he tests like maybe a practice shot. Just see it. Hey, do I have that shot? Looks like the answer is no. Oh, he's lining up.
I think you go here, middle hoop.
I like that. And there you go, middle hoop, just like you said. Great goal there from Kansas City. That brings it 40-40, New Orleans back at even strength.
Good sir, I believe it's 40-40 now.
Yes, 40-40.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what you need to do. Everyone just expects you to go a little higher up, get that, and then slow it down. Great work there, Kansas City. Changed this down a little bit.
There's that wolf call from the Kansas City bench that we were missing earlier, as Aaron knows that there's a defender coming in from behind, able to secure that high and tight.
Go swinging around back here. You got an opportunity here to go at it. Yeah.
And Kansas City's calling for the ball up top.
Kansas City has a tendency to drive in and not release quick enough out to options. Yeah. I think that's kind of what you want to see a little bit there.
I like that shot.
I like that shot. Hate the execution.
Yeah,
it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's just not able to drain that home. That is something that Aaron absolutely has in his arsenal, getting a couple steps into his shot and just firing it.
We have
a timeout.
New Orleans tie game, 40-40. At 14-44. Oh man, all the fours we can hope for.
Let's hope that we don't hit 44-44.
Please, no.
That would be quite a game.
Honestly, if we hit 44, 440 to 440, if we had a tent, I would sign up for it.
I'd sign up for a tent regardless of the score.
I would sign up for a tent regardless of the score. Yeah. I'm staring at the Buc-ee's tent again, and it's not over here.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
So far, really like what I've seen out of New Orleans. I think that they've done a great job playing disciplined, playing within themselves, knowing that they don't have a ton of depth to play with, and just using what they have to their disposal, not going too fast, but taking their opportunities.
Yeah, they got a little spicy early on, a little spicy on it, but
little Cajun.
They were able to get down a little more to a simmer, a little more like just a little hot sauce instead of Cajun, I would say. Like something comfortable, but still a little bit of heat on it. Yeah. And they were able to capitalize with that, get everything back into this game, take the lead for a while. Good timeout use, I think, here. Get break for this, especially your back-to-back games, short roster. Yeah. Ease into it, kind of get everyone on the same page again, see if they can keep capitalizing on it.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes until we have the end of this period. Know what you're looking to do, and then you go out there and try to execute. Get everybody on the same page. You don't want to try to push the pace too high if your goal is to go into this extra period with a low set score. Try to conserve your energy.
I think if you're New Orleans, if you can keep this 40-40, you sign that check right now. Call it.
I would absolutely take that, going 40-40 at the 20-minute mark.
We apologize for that. Those dragonflies that flew by there.
That was more dragon than fly there.
That was very dragon. Anyway, I would say those were cursed as well. We are all cursed now after seeing that, I bet. New Orleans just crossed the midfield here now. Probably at the 15-minute mark, right on the money.
Yep.
Moving
Did a great job taking their time.
They're getting good work. Josh is doing a few pump fakes on there with the dodgeball and getting people, keeping Kansas State honest, keeping backed up because of this. I think it's a great move. Gets one there, goes in down low as
and puts it home.
Great shot there. They gotta go. Kansas State's gotta
There's
go.
no dodgeballs back as both curse beaters are out of the play. And a reset, unfortunately, for Kansas City. Or out of bounds, Kansas City, and it is Curse's ball.
They gotta learn from that. They keep doing that. They keep
like that
until too late, and now this is going to capitalize the other way. And New Orleans keeping a little too much focused on the dodgeball sometimes. A little cuddle puddle, which this is way too hot for a cuddle puddle.
Yeah, it's too hot. That's something that I think really shows the youth of Kansas City there. It was two relatively inexperienced players who just didn't quite know the situation there.
I like that play from New Orleans right there, though. Going off to the side, trying to get that swat in on the redirection. Just a little too far out wide, but love to see that. They definitely practiced before on trying to get that in because that was almost a textbook hit, a quick release on that as you have a dodgeball right next to it.
Yeah, great work from New Orleans. It remains 50-40.
And hot.
It's certainly heating up.
Some would be concerned the Phoenix Solar coming back. It's so hot.
I hear that they might be rebranding as the Habooks.
Oh, as they go in.
There we go. Nice finish there as there is now a stoppage. That looked like a great shot. They're arguing for a beat prior. Yeah.
It was close. I thought I saw something go in there, but I couldn't see from this angle who it hit or not.
I thought it was very bang bang. If you're calling that as good originally, I'm not going to overturn that, but they're calling it as no good.
I bet they have better angles than we do back here.
Certainly they do.
And that's why they get paid to be here, and we are lovely volunteers.
Just two guys. We got a couple blizzies, but...
I mean, that's a good payment, honestly. I would prefer more. But if you also think we deserve more, feel free to shout out to your MLQ overlords to wish us to send us some more.
Yep. Tag them at MLQ. Twitter, Facebook.
There's some good steakhouses around here, just saying. Anyway, New Orleans taking up past mid. We're up 10 still, 50-40 as we're closing in on this intermission spot. Driving in. Something I haven't seen, a little bit of difference you see from New Orleans and Kansas City. New Orleans drives in, but kind of bails out from before they hit contact. A great reverse there, swinging the defense and getting it. That's something you love to see when you have a chaser on the hoops that can't go through.
Great job there from Kansas City getting back, taking advantage of the openings, and it is now 60-50 Curse after that quick goal.
All three dodgeballs are currently behind Kansas City's hoops. There's one that with no one back there, slowly getting back there. Yeah.
And Curse doing a great job and not looking to move too far up. Kansas City, if I'm Kansas City, I would like to see them press in this situation. The dodgeball's way behind the hoop. What are they going to do?